Hi, this is AJ Macdonald with Macdonald Financial Services. We have Devin Jones here, and we're going to talk to you about the importance of 529 plans. What the heck's a 529 plan?
Yeah, great question. We get this a lot too. There's a lot of information out there on the World Wide Web about 529 plans. Well, they're college savings plans, right? I mean, they're geared toward savings for college, and as we all know, it's very expensive. Maybe not everybody, but certainly you and I know. It's expensive to send kids to college, and so setting up some sort of college plan, college retirement plan, savings plan for the kids is a smart thing to do, and you can do that through a 529 plan. So.
And every state has their own 529 plan. Doesn't mean you have to invest in the state your child may or may not go to school in, but every state has one. The state of Colorado has a pretty nice benefit.
They do.
What is it?
Yep, you get a little bit of a tax credit, right? Tax incentive, state tax credit in order to, that helps a little bit when you make those contributions. It's not a bunch, but hey, you know what? Grandparents might help them out a little bit if they make those contributions, and certainly the parents themselves. So again, it's not a huge benefit, but it's something.
Yeah, and so some states have those. Colorado does. Other states don't. Our neighbor to the north, Wyoming, doesn't. They don't have any state tax. So I guess it doesn't matter. And then within that 529 plan, you can invest conservatively. You can invest aggressively. You can't get wild and crazy. You can't go picking individual stocks.
Nope.
However, you can get a little more aggressive. Use time horizon funds. A lot of different types of ways to try to outpace inflation and hopefully outpace the cost, the increases, the inflationary cost of college, which, as you mentioned, you and I know, you had two girls that have graduated college. I've got 4 so far, and one's a senior, so
You're about done.
knock on wood, he'll be done next May.
There you go. Yeah.
But even some of our public schools in Colorado are upwards of 30,000+ a year.
True.
And so why would I put my money there instead of just put it in the bank?
Well, for one, with the 529 plan, you, like you said, you're going to get that growth. Hopefully, if the investments perform like they have in the past, you're going to get some added benefit with growth. Nice thing about the growth, all of the gains on there, it's tax exempt as long as it's used for schooling. So if your withdrawals are used for schooling or qualified events, then everything inside the plan is tax free. It gets a little complicated if you're not using it for college, but like I say, there's definitely benefits, and that's an added benefit is a tax-free growth there. So.
Exactly. So we don't have many things in life that are tax-free. We have Roth IRAs, and we have 529 plans as far as the growth is concerned. Plus, as you mentioned, you get a little kicker with the state tax deduction. Saves you almost 5% on your contribution, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
There are maximum amounts you can put in. Those are state specific, so if you have questions, please give us a call. But what happens if my kid doesn't go to college?
Well, there's several things. Great question. There's several things that you can do. One of the things that you can do is you can pass it down to another sibling. Another sibling can use it. There's other things, cousins can use it. There's other relatives that can benefit from it. You personally, if the parent goes to school.
We actually had a client do that. Switched it from the child to them, and they used it.
Yep, they got their masters, I believe. Yeah, they got their masters, they used it, and then they reverted it right back to the child and started saving for the child again. So, and there's other things. There's new laws that went into effect a couple of years ago where now you can use those dollars for Roths, right?
Yep. Well, I think if the money is sat in this the 529 for 10 years, you can move $25,000 to the child's individual Roth account. So now it becomes a retirement account. So if little Johnny or little Susie maybe don't go off to college, maybe they do something else, go right to work, it doesn't mean that money is lost.
Doesn't mean it's lost. It also, what it probably means is somebody did a good job saving.
Exactly. And at the very worst, in my opinion, very worst, it can turn into a retirement account.
Correct.
where that money has now grown tax deferred. And upon retirement, if you say, well, heck, I'm going to just use that, Johnny or little Susie isn't going to use it, they're doing something else and they're doing well, you can then use those funds. Right? I guess the bottom line is the money is not lost. So at the worst case, it's going to grow tax deferred. Best case, tax free.
Right. Yep. And there's other things. I mean, obviously, if you had to pull it out for other reasons, there's going to be some tax and penalties on those earnings. But that's what we're here for, to guide you through those types of pitfalls.
Exactly. So we're big fans of 529s. Both of us used them for our own kids, and we have a lot of clients that utilize that benefit. So if you have questions, please give the office a call. Thanks for watching.